Yeah, hi everyone. This is Dr. Srikanth from MDS Conquer. So here I am to just give you a brief introduction or information about how we work. I mean, how the modules or how the modes here goes. Okay. So coming to the pattern, our pattern of schedule. Our pattern of schedule is actually is of 12 to 13 months. Okay, 12 to 13 months schedule, which is generally categorized into three parts. One is test mode, okay, and the second is one day mode, and third is T20 mode. Okay, so these are the three categories. By the like by the time we complete the one day mode, you people will be ready to give AIMS November session. So after AIMS November session, it's going to be the T20 mode. Every day we are going to have one subject revision to ready for the December Neet. So this is what the tentative plan of action. So it's very simple that test mode is a place where we give more importance to each and every a corner of the subject. Okay, we are going to concentrate every corner of the subject, and you are going to have lots of discussions related to the particular subject in and around like 6 days discussion per week. So we are going to have a discussion of 1.5 hour to 2 hour every day, and we are going to cover the maximum stuff as possible, and we are going to concentrate mainly on the important stuff that need people are very concerned about that particular subject. So this duration is going to be uh, in and around like 6 to 7 months. We are going to give the major importance for the test mode, because if you take the recent NEET exam into consideration, talking with more than 1,000 students, uh, I just have an analysis that most of the questions in the recent NEET are they are related to the basic stuff. Okay, basic stuff in the sense like even if you take it a clinical subject, they are much concerned to the basics of the clinical subject. They're much concerned to the basics of the basic subject. So basics are more important rather than working on a numerical or working on something which is very high-fi, because they have not asked any high-fi questions. The paper is straightforward, single liners. Diagram based questions are also somewhat related to the medical part. So majority of the scoring part is very simple, and it is like a basic part. Okay, you need to learn something like basics. So for any subject we are going to start with a definition of a particular topic, right? So they are much concerned about the basic stuff. Okay, so my concern or the team concern of MDS Conquer is to work on the basics, enlighten you the basics, and make you well versed with the basic stuff which are important for the examination point of view in the case of a single liners. Because the single liners, I feel like, according to my analysis, that I feel like single liners are the one which are going to grab you the maximum score, which is going to make a difference between a seat getting and a person who disqualifies. So seat getting is the first step that we are going to make you or mold you to that strategy in the test mode, which is going to be in the duration of 6 to 7 months. Okay, so 6 to 7 months we are going to cover as much as stuff as possible, right? So the second mode, I mean the first mode will be ended by tentatively it will be ended by the July first week. Okay, by the July first week we are going to done with the first test mode. So once we are done with the test mode, we will enter the one day mode, which is going to be completed by 29th, I mean the last week of October, followed by 1 week we are going to have a quick revision to the aims that will be there on the November. Okay, November first week the aims will be there. So a quick review of the November, and will make you to ready with this one day mode for the November aims. Followed by, once the aims is done, we are going to have a span of 21 to 25 days for your last exam, that is the December Neet. So 25 to 20 days is like we are going to have a T20 mode, that we are going to cover 1 or 2 subjects per day in combinations like ortho, pedo, cons, endo. So most of the stuff will go in combinations, a quick revision followed by some mocks, and we are going to have a brief chat, okay, about these 3 plans. So each and every subject is going to be done 3 times in MDS Conquer. Okay, I hope you guys are clear about this. So the next is like the next most commonly asked doubts from the students is, when is the new batch starting? So the simple answer for this is, I just want to give a simple answer. MDS Conquer module is prepared in such a way that this is going to be the test mode. Okay, so we are going to start with a particular subject. For example, just think like we are starting with endo. So we are starting with endo. So once the test mode is done, then we'll go for the 1 day mode. 1 day mode is going to start with endo again. So once the test mode is done, it starts with endo. We cover all the subjects in and around 20 to 25 subjects. We come again a point. So the 1 day mode is again going to start with an endo, same stuff, a bit fast. We go fast. Same stuff with an accessory stuff, with an accessory points, and we are going to inculcate you the motivation, encouragement, and lots of other things will be added as an ingredients in this 1 day mode. And the 1 day mode starts with endo and ends at this point. So the next mode moves on is going to be your T20 mode. Again, T20 mode is going to start with the endo. So we are going to touch every subject 3 times. Endo once in the test mode, endo once in the 1 day mode, endo once in the T20 mode. So endo is covered 3 times. Not only endo, each and every subject which are important in examination point of view will be covered thrice in MDS Conquer. So for example, you are into the group, or you are into the test series at, for example, like you are into the test series at general pathology. Okay, so simple is like you are going to cover the test mode of general, starting from general path and ends with at this point. Again, you are going to start the 1 day mode and ends up with the general path again. Again, you are going to start with the T20 mode and end with this general path again. For example, if you are starting into the group at the periodontics, you will have perio here, you will have perio here. So perio you are going to cover 3 times, pathology you are going to cover 3 times, endo you are going to cover 3 times. So this pattern will go in cycles. Okay, you may miss one cycle, but you can encounter the same subject in the next round or in the next round. So this is how the module is prepared to overcome the backlogs, to overcome the cumulative effect of students who are joining or entering the session or the test series in the middle. So it's very clear. If you miss, for example, it's like a day and night cycle. If you miss one day night, if you miss a night, so the next day the night is going to come again. So that is what a simple logic on which the Conquer team and we work. So these are the few things that students keep on pinging me about, like when the new test series is going. Yeah, every day, every week a new test series is going to start. Okay, I hope you guys are clear about this mode of action. Okay, and one more important things that these all stuff and the videos, make a note, these are exclusively for only MDS Conquer students. Okay, rest all people they can go through, but it's just to analyze or to redirect the students who are going in the wrong direction. I just want, we have discussed about this in the recent Hyderabad interaction that has taken place recently. After talking with many of the students, fickle-minded people, particularly interns, I came to a conclusion that I need to share this stuff with you guys. Okay, I just want to make clear few things about the preparation. So first of all, I don't know why I can see many individuals who are joining groups. Okay, this is what many people of the NEET who are preparing for the NEET, they are in this particular groups of NB part 1 and NB part 2. I don't know why. Okay, I was talking with an inter, and she came and she answered me. She told that, sir, my seniors told that NBDE people are preparing the paper for the NEET. Okay, this is the wrong statement. Okay, it's not NBDE, it's NBE. So please make a note, okay, clear note, that NBDE is different, NBE is different. Okay, please be very clear about this. I don't want you guys to waste time on this NBDE groups, which is, I feel like, that is nowhere related to our stuff. Okay, please concentrate on NBE, not NBDE. That is the first foremost important thing I just want to enlighten you. So apart from this, there is one more strategy which was made by the team of MDS Conquer after having a chat or interaction with more than 1,000 students who has recently given the examination of NEET 2017, and it was like taken, majority of the stuff for the things were taken from the people who cleared with a decent ranks in the MDS NEET 2017. So first of all, I just want to tell about a few things. Okay, the blueprint. Okay, the blueprint was given by these MBE people, but they have not followed it. Okay, so there's no point of fighting with them. Just the smarter people will just keep silent and they work on the things. Okay, there's no blueprint followed. And the second one is like, according to many people and many hi-fi mentors, they told that this papers, few session papers, I mean, you know that it's going to be 4 days and it's going to be two sessions per day, so total it is 8, and they told like, 1 or 2 sessions the papers are too tough. Okay, I agree for that. The papers are too tough. Too tough in the sense simple, simple. I can make it very simple. 40 questions from biochemistry obviously makes a paper tough, right? 40 questions from pharmacology makes a paper tough. Unknown questions will make a paper tough. Simple logic. So I want you guys to make the things very simple. Okay, I mean, you can go for the first thing that an aspirant, particularly the person who is sitting at home, the online aspirant, will use this more. If you use this more, I can just tell you, NEET books. Okay, there are bulk number of books where you can start your preparation, but logically right now you have 8 months. I feel like smarter people will not start the things with these books, because these books are going to take more than 16 months for the preparation, so double the preparation pattern. Okay, generally the repeaters will go for the 16 months preparation, whereas I mean, it may be impossible for an intern to work on these books in this little span of time of 8 months. So I mean, we prepared a module in such a way that we are going to give much importance to the stuff which are very important, like we enlight and we purify, we segregate the stuff which is more important, just by following the general logical rule, that 80-20, a simple 80-20 rule. 80-20 rule is like 80% of questions in your final exam will be from 20% of syllabus. Very simple. So 80% scoring questions will be from 20% of the syllabus. So what is the 20% in dental point of view is the next question that many of the students can ask me. So just sign in. Okay, be with us. For example, I just want to give an examples, like a few things which are very important if you want to study the most commons. For example, if it is going to be the odontogenic cysts and odontogenic tumors, A simple example is like, which is the most common cyst, which is the most common developmental cyst, which is the most common inflammatory cyst, which is the most common non-odontogenic cyst. So if the paper setter is much concerned about cyst, majority of the times these are the four things he is more concerned. Same goes with the tumors. Most common, second most common in the maxillary end. So like the most common is the one that it's going to carry 50% of score in any point of view. Like most common drugs, most common things that are used in the dental purpose. For example, local anesthesia, for sure you will have a question. General anesthesia, for sure you will have a question. NSAIDs, you will have a question. Antibiotics, you are going to have a question. Simple. Fluorides, you are going to have a question. Forensic odontology, you are going to have a questions. Acidogenesis, alkalosis relation, you will have a question. So there are few topics where you need to give much consent. So your paper is going to move around those. It's not going to decide your best rank, but it's going to decide your qualifying score. For example, half of the marks will be from the as already discussed, like 60 to 70 to 80% of the score will be from the important stuff. So if you grab this important stuff and if you focus on these stuff, definitely your score is going to be in the competition. So once you are in the competition, you can work more with a beautiful strategies and the smart work, and may convert that seat getting score into a decent rank and can stand as best whatever you deserve. So this is what I just want to give you. And coming to the diagram based stuff, I mean, like hardly 5 questions are there in the each session, and in few sessions there are just 3 questions in the recent Neet. So I can't I'm not giving a surety that it's not going to be there are not going to be any more diagrams in the Neet, but there will be diagrams. I feel like there will be increasing in the number of diagrams in the upcoming Neet. So that's what a strategy. As we always give importance, like the trial version of Neet is aims. Okay, November aims is a trial version of the December Neet as a tagline of the many of the mentors. Like if you're planning to go for it, if you're planning to move to the aims, so I feel like aims is going to carry 20 to 25, sometimes, and recently I have seen 26 to 27 diagram based questions in the November session of the aims. So I feel like you need to give importance to diagrams, because diagrams are the one which are the graphical representation can imprint your brain. Okay, for example, if you're reading a synopsis or a stuff, or you're reading an MCQs, compared to the synopsis and the MCQs which are on the written matter, a diagram is going to have a good perception to your brain. So you can remember a diagram for more days when compared with a regular single liners or multiple choice questions or a synopsis. So I feel like inducing the diagram based stuff or including the diagram based things will definitely increase your memory power and perception. So these are the few tips I just want to share with MDS Conquer students. Please try to focus, try to work more. These are the few things where we need to work smartly. Smartness is more important, because you need to travel or go this journey in 8 months. Right now we just have 8 months, and we have bulk of things, I mean bulk of targets to hit with us. So you need to be smart, just smart, and we will surely make you more smarter. Okay, thank you and all the best. Signing off, Dr. Srikanth. Bye, take care.